What's up, everybody? I'm Tylock, and this is Homespun Geek. So on today's video, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually just kind of go over some pops that I bought recently. These are from different places. Not everything's from one store, or even from one trip, or even from one day. These are things that I've gotten over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and I just haven't made a video of. So now I'm going to go ahead and make this quick video, hopefully quick video, and just show you guys some of the stuff that I've been buying. So what I did here is, of course, the first things you've seen already. If you saw the Ferrera box video, you know that we got the barrel Nightmare Before Christmas pop in the Ferrera box video. Very excited about those because a week before we went to Austin, I saw those at Target, all three, lock, shock, and barrel, and I didn't buy them because SDCC was coming up, plus my vacation was coming up to Austin, and I just didn't want to spend money at that time. Even though I knew we wanted them, I figured I'll be able to find them later. So I got grief about that, not buying those when I saw them in store. Because we have yet to see all three of them in store together again. We've seen one. Actually, I think we've only seen one in store since then. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, we got barrel in the Ferrera box. We got lock in a previous video that I opened up from Amazon, where I had pops and the piece of garbage spinner from Amazon that I'm going to actually have to send back. So unfortunately I can't use that in this video. I really wanted to. I was really looking forward to using that, but it didn't work. So if you want more information about that, go watch that other video. So the next thing we were at GameStop yesterday. Just yesterday we were at GameStop, and they had some of the new Nightmare Before Christmas pops. GameStop has a deal going on where it's buy 3 get 1 free, and they had 3 Nightmare Before Christmas pops. So we bought 3 and got 1 extra thing for free. So what we bought there, what we saw and bought there was the Sally. Now Sally they've released Sally in the past, but this one is slightly different because she has the basket in her hands. Let me see what's in that basket. I don't know if you can tell. I don't really know what's in that basket. It looks like maybe body parts or something. But anyway, that is Sally. Very cool. The next thing we saw at GameStop while we were there was the clown. This is the clown with the tearaway face that you see and hear in the first song in the movie, I believe. Very cool. The coolest thing about this pop right here is that he has a tearaway face in the movie. So on this pop, they've done a seam all the way around his face to show like where he tears it off. Also, he has a unicycle in his left hand, a rubber chicken in his right hand, and a star belt buckle. This is just a great pop. That's great. There's so much detail in that pop that I'm super impressed. Even he's got like really big lips. Even on his lips, there's little like creases like we all have in our lips. So they just went in and remember when Funko was barely putting any detail into pops at all? You could barely. I mean, that one looked like another. This is fantastic, Funko. You're doing a really great job. So there's the clown. Then this is something that we got while we were in Austin. We went to FYE in Austin because we don't have an FYE anywhere near us. There's a Suncoast, but FYE is FYE seems to be a much larger store. There's a lot more space, a lot more room in FYE, and we ended up getting Shock. Like I said, the only other time I've seen these pops on the shelf is when we saw Shock at FYE by herself. I've never seen Lock or Barrel on shelf again since I saw them at Target 4 weeks ago. But there is Shock. So we have the whole set of those 3, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. And the last Nightmare Before Christmas that we got at GameStop yesterday was the Snowman Jack. This is an awesome pop. Snowman Jack is... there is a moment in the movie where he jumps in the snow and becomes a Snowman Jack. We also have from Walgreens, I think last year or year before that, a Snowman Jack Christmas, or I guess Halloween toy. that spins on the floor and sings the song. So that's a very, very cool pop. Also, the Snowman Jack, let's see. It has an umbrella in its left hand, and the hook on the umbrella is a candy cane. So how cool is that? Nightmare Before Christmas has been around for 25 years. Doesn't seem like that, but 25 years. This is a great movie. I saw it as a kid. I saw it again as an adult, over and over and over again. I'm going to set these Nightmare Before Christmas pops right here. A couple more things that I'm going to go over real quick. We were at GameStop in Austin. Oh, sorry. We were at GameStop in Austin, and we saw these there. Jerry and Tom. Tom and Jerry is a childhood favorite. I used to watch these cartoons on the weekday afternoons and Saturday mornings. Tom and Jerry, a mouse and cat that hate each other, chase each other, but in the end they actually love each other. Very cool cartoon. The only other Tom and Jerry character that I think I would really like to see is the dog. I don't even know the dog's name. I just remember anytime Jerry really wanted to get back at Tom, he would involve the dog, and the dog would, go after Tom pretty crazy. So those are cool. Funko Pop-Up Shop also just released a flocked version of these, a 2-pack. I may or may not have gotten those. Don't know. We'll have to wait for a future video to see if I got the Tom and Jerry flocked 2-pack. Next, I want to go over real quick is the SDCC GameStop exclusives Western Morty and Western Rick. Rick and Morty is a cartoon on Cartoon Network, specifically Adult Swim at night. Very, very funny cartoon. If you're a fan of South Park or Futurama, you should watch Rick and Morty. It is a great cartoon. There are 3 seasons available on Hulu if you have Hulu. Western Rick and Morty are only in 2 episodes, I believe. One where they're in there for just a couple of seconds, and then in this last season, season 3, they had a somewhat larger cameo where they were in there for maybe 30-40 seconds. But they're not like the main characters. They're variations of the main characters, because the show is called, of course, Rick and Morty. But they're alternate universe Rick and Mortys. And these are Western Rick and Morty. This is an alternate universe Rick and Morty. Alright, next up, while we were at the GameStop in Austin, and I also want to say real quick, the GameStop in Austin was inside of a Barnes & Noble. That's awesome. Like, why is that not a thing in every Barnes & Noble? There was a Starbucks in Barnes & Noble and a GameStop. So that's flipping awesome. We got the Gremlins. This is the Greta Gremlin from Gremlins 2. There's a scene, I hope I gave you a good enough view of her. There's a scene where the Gremlins get into a laboratory and start injecting themselves with things, and one of the injections turns one of the Gremlins into a female, and that would be Greta here. Then, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this one also, I believe, is from Gremlins 2. This is the flashing Gremlin, where he is running around flashing with a trench coat and sunglasses. Gremlins 2 is a great movie. Great movie. I really hope that these sell well, and I really hope that they make more Gremlins 2 pops, specifically of the Gremlins that got the injections and turned into things. There was a spider, one that got wings, one that grew like fruit on his face, one that was super smart and could talk like a normal person. This is also a GameStop item I'm fixing to show you here. While we were in Houston, right after SDCC, we went into GameStop, or Think Geek. We went into Think Geek in Houston, and they had these on the back counter, and it was buy 2, get 1 free. And this is a 3-pack, basically. So I went ahead and bought Conan. Conan here in his regular suit. This was the only one that I saw here in town when Comic-Con happened. And I didn't just want to buy this one because it it's cool, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's just him in a suit. I'll show you the side as well here. Conan in his suit. The reason why I say it doesn't make a lot of sense is because this is a series, and it's a chronological series, basically. This is him in his suit. This is him unbuttoning his shirt and pulling his jacket back to reveal underneath the logo for Super Conan. I'm sorry. That's cool. And then here's the side of here's the side of that one. Revealed Conan is what that's called. And then the next and last one here is the Super Conan. This is after he's taken the suit off and he has his super suit underneath. If you don't watch Conan on TBS, this is a thing that he's done in the show before where he comes out as Super Conan. He's also a big fan and advocate of Comic-Con every year. He plays video games. Conan is a great talk show host. I mean, I watched Conan when he was on the late night show that came on, I think after Letterman, right? Conan came on after Letterman. No, I'm sorry. Conan came on after Jay. When Jay stepped down, they gave Conan the job, and then I guess his ratings weren't good enough, plus Jay wanted to come back, so I think they kind of messed Conan out of that, sent him over to TBS, and then not long after that, Jay finally did step down for good, and they gave it to Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's great, too. I really like Jimmy Fallon. He cracks me up quite a bit. He's a pretty decent guy, but I also really liked Conan. This is something I got a couple of days ago. I went to Target. I went to Target on my day off just to see what they had, and they didn't really have much of anything because, as we all know, Target, blows when it comes to the Pops. It's hard to find anything. The employees are never very, I want to say the employees are never very helpful. They always say that, oh, I can't find it. Oh, we don't have it. Never heard of that before. But this was sitting on the counter, and I want you to notice something. This is Toxic Morty. Also from Rick and Morty. Glows in the dark. He's completely green. This is an episode of Rick and Morty when all of the negative attributes of them is cleansed out of them and sent into this little innerverse, and then escapes later, and the toxic versions of them try to take over the world, or make the whole world toxic. Look at the top of this. Do you see that? There's a clearance sticker on this. This is Toxic Rick. Or, I'm sorry, Toxic Morty. And I said Toxic Rick because guess what, folks? There's Toxic Rick. Toxic Rick and Toxic Morty. I'll show you the side of this one. It's them. They're green. They have slime dripping off of them. They both glow in the dark. I got these on clearance at Target for $6. When I saw the clearance sticker, I thought, oh man, I bet those boxes are destroyed. But no. The boxes are in really good shape. I'm not sure why those are on clearance, because that was the only two that they had on the shelf, was one Toxic Rick and one Toxic Morty. The next thing I'm going to show you guys real quick, try not to make this video go too long, even though I have a ton to show. At GameStop the other day, they have the exclusive Space Invaders. This is an exclusive because it's this teal color. Hopefully you can see that decently. On the back of this has some of the original artwork from the Space Invaders game. There is a common Space Invader that is just green. But there's also more GameStop exclusives. There's a yellow one, a pink one, and a green one that glows in the dark. Those I know of for sure. I think that... Let me show you one more thing just to show you. When we were in Austin and we went into FYE in Austin, they had this on the shelf, and this is the only one I didn't get at FYE during Comic-Con. So I went ahead and grabbed it. This is from the show Doug. This is Skeeter. Skeeter from the show Doug. That's Doug's best friend, Skeeter Valentine. There's the side of that box. This set also has Doug, Patty Mayonnaise, and Pork Chop. It was always weird and gross to me that Patty's last name was Mayonnaise. It's just strange. These are some of the things that we got over the last couple of weeks. Very excited. I love buying Funko Pops. This is one of my favorite things to purchase right now. I have a massive collection right now. I don't know how much my collection has grown over the last couple of months, but there are also more subscriber videos, subscription box videos coming up, more of a lot of different things, and there's going to be a taste test coming up with a couple of things. So with that said, if you haven't subscribed to my videos, subscribe to my channel, please look in your bottom right hand corner. If you're on your laptop or your device, there should be a button there that says subscribe, and if you cursor over that, it'll pop up, click on subscribe, and you're subscribed to my channel. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/homespungeek. I just try to keep up with the news. I post my videos on there as well. Just come follow me if it's something that you're interested in. Hit like if you liked this video. Comment below. Did you get any of what you saw here? Or is there something that you're waiting for that you're excited about? Let me know. I want to know what everybody else likes. So I'm Tylock. This is Homespun Geek, and I hope you have a great day.